SportsCardConsultant show. First of all, you better get my rookie card. It's gonna blow up. Second, thanks for supporting the show and being awesome. Enjoy.
What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to talk about the top 10 basketball cards that went up the most over the last week. The basketball season is obviously winding down. We're in the finals. Suns seem to be up 2-0. Man, I think it's the Suns. I think the Suns are going to win it all. I think that ever since they got into the Western Conference Finals, I was like, I think the Suns, because they just performed so well in the playoffs. I'm like, I think they're going to win it all, which surprised me because before the playoffs started, even though they were the 2 seed, I was like, I didn't think they were going to win it, but I think they're going to win it all. Chris Paul's going to get a ring. Devin Booker's going to get a ring. You're going to get a ring. You're going to get a ring. You're going to get a ring. But we're going to dive into a lot of stuff because there's also a lot of interesting things to pay attention to with the basketball season because we are really essentially in the offseason for the vast majority of players, and a large percentage of the players have been in the offseason, and their cards have been reflecting that. So we're going to dive into some interesting stuff. Number one is a really interesting one on this list, by the way, but we'll dive into that in a second. If you want the audios from these videos, check out the podcast. By the way, if you do listen to the podcast, leave a review. That would be awesome. Or a rating, review, whatever. As we go through these cards on this list, I'm going to do buy, sell, hold on all of them. The ones that I think are buys, I'm going to send out to the Card Pack newsletter before I actually publish the video. So it's free to join that. Link is in the description. Check that out. But if you want my top sports card pick of the day, join the Sports Card Society, SportsCardSociety.com. Go check it out. It's only $12.99 a month, like 40 cents a day. You get a video, shows you the card, data, research, and reasoning as to why. Short videos, only about 5 minutes. And what I plan on doing with it. A recent example, I should say, is this Simone Biles card here. We're getting it for around $20 in March and April, me and the Society. And here it is in July, going for $89. So, we're making some good money even in this down market. You just got to be crafty. You got to be clever. You got to know where the value is. Check it out. Link in description. Let's dive into the content, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Price movements by card. We are in the Market Movers tool, my data tool of choice. As I say every video, and I will continue to say every video, you need a data tool. This one or another one, whatever. If you have none, you're in a horse and buggy. But we went to basketball, obviously, over the last 7 days, pulled up the PSA 10s. We pulled up the PSA 10s because the market starts at the PSA 10. The PSA 10 is the number one card. If all the cards were free and someone looked at a table and said, hey, which card do you want? Everyone's going to say the PSA 10. So, of course, that's the one that's most demand. That's what sets the price. Everything after that is based off of what the PSA 10 goes for. Number 10 on the list is DeAndre Ayton, his 2018 Prism Silver. Pop count of 1394. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, and no matter what, hit that like button. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers, and hit that like button. It supports the channel so much. 25 sales on the week for this card, so that's a really hefty sales volume, almost 2% sales volume. Makes sense. He's on the Suns. Cards up, 28%. Let's pull up his chart real quick, see like. Happy July 9th to you. Happy Friday to you. There's the UFC going on tomorrow. Conor McGregor's fighting, if you didn't know. Going on tomorrow night, starting at 7 o'clock Pacific time, so it'll be 10 o'clock for you Eastern folk. DeAndre Ayton, let me pretend like I'm slamming something. Taking in studio. 301 to start the week. 400 to end the week. If you wanted to buy Suns cards, I'm not buying any Suns cards. Or anybody's in the playoffs cards. I'm not buying Giannis, I'm not buying any of them. But with that being said, I'm not against it. You're just playing with fire, and you can definitely, they're up 2-0. If they win, everyone's Suns players are going to go up. But what I would do is I would probably buy them on StarStock. Because on StarStock, I can buy it. I don't have to wait for it to ship to me because I can relist it instantly. I'm not paying shipping fees. I'm not paying tax on it either. The only thing I pay is a 5% seller's fee when I sell it. So if I were to play this game, I would do it on StarStock. Come on, man. I would do it on StarStock because I can relist the card instantly. Do we have this card on here? Yeah, here it is. It's PSA 10 going for here. 114. Oh, it's not. Oh, we were looking at the silver. That's why. What's the silver going for on here? Is it on here? Oh, is this the silver? No, that's base. What? Oh, that's the silver. 500. So yeah, a little overpriced. But anyways, that's what I would do there. I'll put a link for StarStock in the description. Use code SportsCardConsultant. You'll get $10 free when you deposit $10 or more. But that's what I would do, just because you can relist it instantly, and I don't want to wait for these cards to ship to me because it's such a short window to be able to buy this stuff while they're in the finals. But I'm not buying this. I'd probably be selling it, honestly. Actually, everything I tell you is honest. I hate when someone says honestly, or to tell you the truth, or to be honest. Like, well, what were you doing before that? But I think it's just something we just say now. Anyways, Brandon Ingram, number 9 on the list. 2016 Prism base. Pop count of 1,088. 9 sales on the week. About a 1% sales name. Up 30%. Brandon Ingram, I like him. I think he's a good player. He's not the most in-demand player, but he's a good player. I think he's a really good player. I think he's like an all-star worthy player. Boy, he looks skinnier there. His card start of the week. We're back 90 days. 90 days ago, his card was 275. It looks like it went down to 147, but over the last 7 days, let's pull back 7 days now. 155 up to 199. Brandon Ingram. This card, I'd probably hold this card. I'd probably hold it. Next on the list, LeBron James, 2019 Mosaic. Pop count of 4,072. 23 sales on the week, his number. Up 31.5%. Am I buying or selling or holding this card? These LeBron Laker rookies, I've just been burned for them. I do like this card, though. It's a cool card. I mean, look at that. That's a good image. It's been winding down over the last 90 days. Here it is down at $35. Let's look at it over 7 days. Might be on an uptrend. I mean, like I said, these guys have been in the offseason. LeBron's really been in the offseason here for several weeks. This card started the week at $33. Now it's at $50. Interesting. Let's pull back over 30 days. 30 days ago, this card was at $45. I wouldn't be buying it right now. I want to see how these cards play out. And LeBron rookie's not something I'm real high on. Next on the list, Jason Tatum. 2017 Hoops base, pop count of 2910. 15 sales on the week, up 34%. That's an interesting one. Tatum is someone I really, really like. He's a young superstar for sure. I think he's got quite a bright future ahead of him. Hoops, good card. 90 days ago, this card was sitting around 144. Let's pull it back over 7 days because that sale there looks a little shilly. $100 to start the week. Ends the week at 132. Here it was at 87, jumped up to 132. Let's go to eBay real quick. I'm interested in this. I don't want it at 130 some, but I don't think that's what it's going for. Listed for, I should say. 100, okay. 110 or best offer. What was the latest sale? Tatum is someone. I like that pop count. It's not too bad. This card's been pretty flat, really, for a month or so, showing me some stability. Slightly downtrend. What do we see it at here? Interesting. What are the auctions? 33. Interesting. I'm going to include a link in the description to this card. I'd be a buy on this card if I could get it for like $90. Because this is why it's so important. One of the many reasons it's so important to have a data tool, because you can visualize this stuff. I can see that this card has kind of flattened out over the last 30 days. You know, we pulled back 90 days. Well, let's go back even further. Let's go back 180. You know, you see this card. Let's go back 365 then. So this card hit its high back here in August last year, I guess. Boy, but it's been trending down. Interesting. And it went spike. Boy, it was really high in that bubble. Damn. I really thought it would have been at its high in January, February. Let's pull it back 180 days then. It's nice to see that it's been up to that point. It's been sliding. But we look at it over, let's go 90 days. There was some stability going into the playoffs, but then it dropped. And it's been sliding. Let's go 30 days. It's just hard for me to see Jason Tatum, PSA 10 rookie, going for much less than this. Hoops, decent brand. PSA costs so much to get graded now. I just think that really, I like this price. I'm gonna include a link in the description to that card, to the eBay link. I think I want to buy it under $90 though. Nikhil Alexander Walker, next on the list, 2019 Prism Base, pop count of only 457, 7 sales on the week, so over 1% sales volume, up 34%. Damn, my coffee's not by me. I must have left it in the car. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. I need my coffee, man. 125 90 days ago, but let's say 76. It's been winding down. 32, let's go over 30 days. Nikhil Alexander Walker, just not someone I really buy, you know. So for me, I'm a hold. I'm probably just a hold. Most basketball cards I'm a hold on right now, because I expect them to go up as we get into October, which is when the new basketball season will be. LeBron James, next on the list, 2019 Select Concourse, pop count of 731, 8 sales on the week. I always love this. I showed this at the beginning of the video yesterday. It's just, I like how the guy hangs on, that one guy, and catches the wheel. I'm out of here, man. Pop count 731, so 8 sales on the week. I suppose this would be his Select Lakers rookie. What was that pop count again? Only 731. Maybe I'd be more interested in this one than any of the other ones. 90 days ago, this card was at like $92. Here it is, been winding down. Here it is at 40 some. Let's pull back over 30 days. It's been pretty flat over 30 days. Here it is at $43 30 days ago, $46 today. I do like the pop count of that, actually. I know I'm sitting here kind of dogging LeBron Laker rookies, but all of a sudden I see the Select one, which I haven't really looked at much. Yeah, I don't want it at $59. I want it definitely under $50. So I will not include a link in the description to that card. Next, LaMelo Ball, 2020 Prism Draft Picks, number 3, base, pop count of only 344, 7 sales on the week, up 43%. Let's pull up his chart. I don't love these draft picks cards so much. Yeah, I really don't. Because, it's just the testament of time has just shown that the market really values them in their rookie cards in their pro jerseys much more than these. So 90 days ago, this card's sitting around 268. Today, it's going for around 94. Let's pull back over 30 days. I wouldn't call that flat, but it's kind of around the same range over 7 days. Yeah, I'd be a hold on this card. Next on the list, Zion Williamson, 2019 Hoops, number 296 Tribute, pop count of 4,059, 15 sales on the week, pretty low sales volume, up 45%. We'd like to see 1% sales volume or higher. So pop count of 4,000, 1% would be 40. It's been a while since most of us have probably had a math class. I like the Hoops. Hoops is a good classic brand. Goodness, under $50? Let's pull back over 30 days. Just been sliding. I think we've maybe reached some stability here. Zion is someone that I got my eye on Zion in the offseason for sure. I think this card may have kind of bottomed out. He's been in the offseason for quite a while. Right? He got hurt. They didn't make the playoffs. He has not played basketball in at least a couple months. Actually, like 3 months now. He's really been in the offseason. So I feel like his cards have really hit a bottom. God, this Zion for $50, huh? $60 to start the week, $72 to end the week, even $60. Let's pull him up on eBay and take a look-see-look. Not to be confused with the do-si-do. I am from a place with lots of farmers. It's pretty rural, pretty country. There are do-si-dos, but they are not as elegant as you may think. They're usually drunk people swinging around, falling over. Not in a barn, though. It's just a crappy bar. Remove the N, and it's just a bar. Crappy bar. Not a crappy barn. Remove the N. Crappy bar. I'm going to put a link in the description to this, because if you can get this for under $60, Zion rookie, pop count of 4,059. I just think that's a deal. I think his cards are hitting bottom because he's been in the offseason for so long. I'll put a link in the description for that card. Next on the list, Michael Michael Jordan. Who is that? I'm not sure. I've never heard of him before. 1991 Upper Deck base, pop count of 15097. Sales on the week up 51.86%. Michael Jordan is someone in the past couple months I've recommended to the society a lot because I've just noticed his cards have really hit bottom. And, he's Michael Jordan. If there is anyone worth collecting, it's Michael Jordan. This is a baseball card. 1,063 90 days ago. Here it is at 640. Let's pull it back over 30 days. I have this card sitting around somewhere in a box that I have had since I was a kid in the early 90s. 750 30 days ago, sitting at 640. Let's pull it back 7 days. Pop count of 1509. I think it's just an interesting card. I think what I like about this card is it's just such a memory. Like, yeah, Michael Jordan quit basketball. Went and played baseball for a bit. It's crazy. 493 to start the week, 640 to end the week. I don't like the 640. Let's put back over 30 days again. What's it been looking like? Again, this market movers tool, this is my data tool of choice. I cannot say strong enough that you need a data tool. Whether it's, if you have no data tool, any data tool is better than what you have. This is my preferred one. I'll put a link for it in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. There's just so much you can do. Look, I can pull up the PSA 10, the 9, the BGS 9.5. Let's pull it up. Let's compare them. Maybe there's some value in a different one. Pop counts here, 1509 for the 10, 4001 for the 9, and the 9.5 sitting there. Is the 9.5 really going for 110? That can't be. That's going for $110. That's a ridiculous value. 400. Yeah, it's more than I'd rather get the 10 then. But I was going to say, are there any auctions going on? Some auctions going on. Yeah. But I just like the 9. The 9's going for under $100. What I like here's a ratios tab, because typically the 10 goes for about 3.5 times more than the 9, depending on the pop count. Now if the pop counts are fairly similar, the pop count on the 10 here is significantly lower than the 9. With that being said, the 10 is going for 9 times more than the 9. That seems out of hand for the pop counts not being that insanely different. Granted, I will say that there's probably just more demand for the 10 than the 9 regardless, but 9 just kind of seems out of hand to me. Let's pull up the 9 on eBay. I mean, is it really going for under $100? This is the type of stuff I do. Like, this type of digging. Like, this is what a data tool allows you to do. Pull up all these different cards and compare them. I could pull up multiple players in here right now. I could pull up multiple Michael Jordan cards and just compare them all in this chart and look for undervalued statistics. Like, this stands out to me. Like, is the 10 really worth 9 times more than the 9? Let's see here. $100 or best offer. You know what? I'm going to include a link in the description for this 9 because it just seems undervalued to me compared to the 10. Like, you can get it for under $100. Seems like a deal to me. Seems like a deal. Let's get rid of the 10. Let's get rid of the 9. I mean 9.5. And look at 30 days ago, this card was going for over $200. Let's put back 90 days. Damn, really? Wow. I mean, that was 90 days. Excuse me. 90 days ago, this card was going for over $200. Let's pull back 180. This card hit a high of $400, this 9. And we had plenty of sales well above $300. And that's been sliding, and now you can get it for under $100. Before the run-up, this card was a little under $100. So this, to me, seems like the bottom. And I know this because I'm looking at a data tool. It hasn't gone down too much in the past 30 days. Nonetheless, here we are down here. I just don't think there's much further down to go because there's literally not much further to go. So I think it's kind of hit its bottom. That 9 looks like a really good value to me, even better than the 10, because it's absurd that the 10 is going for 9 times more than the 9, given the pop counts. Link for market movers in the description. Number 1 on the list is Cameron Johnson. I was surprised to see this. Sure, he's on the Suns. and everything, but I guess part of me is not that surprised. 35 sales on the week, pop count of 1,055, so a very hefty sales volume, about a 3.5% sales volume, up 55%. This is a card that I cannot see myself buying. With that type of rise like that, let's pull back over 7 days. I mean, $41 to start the week, $58 to end the week. I mean, it doesn't seem insane, but the percentage-wise going up 41%. Cameron Johnson, man, he's just not that high demand of a player. You want to tell me Chris Paul? You want to tell me Devin Booker? You even want to tell me DeAndre Ayton? Sure. I'll play that gamble on StarStock with them, maybe. But not Cameron Johnson. So I'd sell this. So only 2 cards that I thought were buys on the list. I like this Jason Tatum, or 3 cards. Because I like the Zion too, that's right. And I like this Michael Jordan. So I'll put links in the description for these. Check out the site to get my top sports card pick of the day, by the way. Link in description. Hit the sub button. Hit the like button for the love of all that is holy. Remember, UFC 264 is going on tomorrow. Conor McGregor's fighting. It'll just be fun to watch. I just remind it because it's like I feel like UFC somehow doesn't promote itself enough. I swear to God, like when a UFC's happening, I always find out like a few minutes before it happens, and I'm pretty tapped in. And I'm like, why do I not know about this? And then I go to look it up online, like when it starts. And it's so much harder than it should be to find out when it starts. Like if you type in, an NFL game or a basketball game, like Google just shows you when the game's on, right there. You don't even have to click anything. UFC, no. I'll see listings for articles that say UFC start time, and I'll click it, and there's nothing there. And then finally I have to go to the UFC website and like click around a bit. I'm like, oh, okay, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Why do you guys make this so hard? UFC, step it up. That's what I gotta say. Have you ever seen the original UFCs, like UFC 1, 2, 3, 4, with like Hoist Gracie and stuff like that? I remember being a kid, and I was like, I don't know, maybe 13, 14, and we wanted to watch them. We heard about them. This is before we weren't using the internet or anything. It wasn't really around much. I'm in the middle of South Dakota, man. Middle of nowhere, literally. There's a marker, seriously. Anyway, so I talked my grandma into taking me and my buddy Eric over to Videoland, which is the, movie rental place. VHS, all that stuff. But there's a special room where like all the porn is. But they also had the UFCs in there. And we couldn't go in there. But I called them ahead of time and I said, hey, do you have UFC 1 in? And they said, yeah, we have it in. So they pulled it out and reserved it for us. So when we walked in, we didn't have to walk into the porn room. My grandma had no idea. And she's with us, and we were able to get UFC 1 because you had to be 18 or older to get it. And so me and my buddy Eric, we call a bunch of our other buddies over, and we watched UFC 1. And it was way crazy then because there were no weight classes. There were no rules. And these guys would fight multiple fights in the same day. It was a one-day event. It was like it had brackets. Like you had to win like 3 or 4 straight fights to win the UFC, and it all happened in the same day. Can you imagine? No weight class, no rules, and you have to fight multiple fights in the same day. It's a one-day event, winner take all. Well, I don't know if it's winner take all. I don't know how much there was to take. But Hoist Gracie's like this little 150-pound jiu-jitsu guy, and he beats the first guy, and there's no time limit either. So I don't remember how many people were in it. I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's been a while. But Hoist Gracie ends up winning it all. Who's he beat in the first one? I don't know. The one that I most remember is when he fought Dan Severn, whichever UFC that was, UFC 1, 2, 3, something like that. And that match went on for like 30-some minutes. And he would make everyone submit because he's not throwing punches. He's a jiu-jitsu guy, so he chokes people out, puts them in arm bars, ankle bars, stuff like that, and gets them to tap out. But can you imagine being like 150 pounds? There's no weight class. You're fighting like 250-pound people. And you have to fight multiple fights in the same day. Like, these UFC fighters today, soft. That's right, I said it. Oh, they kick my ass. But I'm talking compared to original UFC people, straight soft. They got to train for months. They got to do this. They got to get all. And they only have 5 timed rounds. Like, they're soft as hell compared to the original UFC fighters. Soft as hell. That's right, I said it. Oh, yeah, that's right. They would kick the shite out of me. That don't matter. I'm just saying, compared to the original UFC fighters, if you're a UFC fighter today and you don't agree with what I'm saying, you are dumb. You are dumb. Because you aren't gonna really. You're in the lightweight class and you got to fight a heavyweight as your third match of the day with no rules and no timer. Soft today compared. Tough. Believe me, I'm not fighting UFC. I'm not fighting anybody. I don't want to get punched. I'm about as soft as they come. But I'm just saying, original UFC people, if you haven't seen that, UFC like 1, 2, 3, or 4, go watch them. Because that is amazing. Anyways, hit that sub button, hit that like button. Links for everything in the description. Card Pack, you were awesome. You were fantastic. You were beautiful. People like you. You're awesome. See you tomorrow.